year was 1907 AD. The year was 1907 AD. The year was 1907 AD. India was under the clutches of foreign regime. The entire nation was painted with signs of slavery. The year was 1907. Entrepreneurial education was meant for the elite. 1900 carts and cycles were there. India was under the clutches of foreign regime. The entire nation was painted with signs of means of transport. Was 1907. Entrepreneurial education was meant for the elite. 1900 carts and cycles were there. India was under the clutches of foreign regime. The entire nation was painted with signs of means of transport. Was 1907. Entrepreneurial education was meant for the elite. 1900 carts and cycles were there. India was under the clutches of foreign regime. The entire nation was painted with signs of means of transport. Was 1907. Entrepreneurial education was meant for the elite. 1900 carts and cycles were there. India was under the clutches of foreign regime. The entire nation was painted with signs of means of transport.
A way of pursuing knowledge, the knowledge of the physical or material world gained through observation and experimentation, which has resulted in huge evolution of human civilization. A knowledge called science. Over the course of centuries, empires were formed and destroyed with the strength of science and scientists, which substantiates that the strength's origin is in science. This is the undercurrent phrase that echoes all across Indian defense research arena. The phrase gives immense pride and courage to the scientists who make the country stronger each day. Palasya Moolam Vijnana, which has resulted in huge evolution. A thirst for excellence, a combination of modern technologies and research, a strong pillar of support that has made centuries. Empires were formed and destroyed with the strength of science and scientists, which substantiates that the strength's origin is in science. This is the undercurrent phrase that echoes all across Indian defense research arena. The phrase gives immense pride and courage to scientists who make the country stronger each day. Palasya Moolam Vijnana, which has resulted in huge evolution. A thirst for excellence, modern technologies and research, a strong pillar of support that has made centuries. Empires were formed and destroyed with strength.
Indian Defence Forces prevail against all odds in the premier research and development laboratory, DRDL, under the headship of DRDO. The journey started in the summer of 1958 when the Special Weapon Development Team, SWDT, was formed, which soon became a full-fledged laboratory in June 1961 and was reset as Defence Research and Development Laboratory, DRDL.
DRDL was launched with the sole mission of being a design and development house for missile-based weapon systems required for tactical applications from multiple platforms. During the 1960s, the laboratory successfully developed an anti-tank missile system and proved them through flight trials. DRDL's testing and analysis facilities have paved the way for the development of futuristic technologies and weapons for the nation.
Special weapon development team SWT
Devon was one of the two early performing missile projects developed by India, along with Project Valiant in the 1970s. The goal of Project Devon was to produce a short-range surface-to-air missile. It develops the components and systems for Project Devon, formed the technology readiness for the future, and in 1982, DRDL took a quantum jump by taking on design and successfully developed an anti-tank missile system and brought them to flight trials. DRDL's testing and analysis facilities had paved the year with the 1960 technologies and ratings for the nation. Entrepreneurs were yet to arrive here, and any unusual job was meant to be in pulling carts and cycles were the only means of transport, and that too to a privileged few. Being amazing, a little village in Coimbatore, South India, was no different. It was a cool, breezy evening. A little stroll down the streets of Pilgrim set Sri P.S. Govindasamy thinking. Shaken by the distress of the people around him, he wished to help them. He indicated in unmistakable terms and uttered, "Let there be charity for state, so that other people can share the family's prosperity." And the thought a mix of sympathy, daringness, generosity, and selflessness. Today, a century later, in 2007, the picture of Pilgrim is so miraculously different. Impressive structures have sprung up on either side of the road. Educational institutions and industries punctuate its landscape. The entire city of Coimbatore is a beehive of industrial activity and industries. Lies the persistent efforts of selfless savants with vision, foresight, and devotion to the education and universal advancement of Coimbatore. And the PSG has undoubtedly played a significant role in placing Coimbatore on a educational and industrial map of India and the world. The century later, and to be traced to its former Srinagar is some from the West Bengal. Impressive structures have sprung up on either side of Srinagar, emphasized by an industrial bound during its It is the return son, Sri Samai, that the PSG family has directly set its the being of the famous child and PSG refers to like estimated to Sri Samai. Sri Samai has called out Sri P.S. Samai, Sri P.S. Samai, Sri P.S. Samai, and Sri P.S. Samai. The sickness of the students is a tremendous inspiration for the direct descendants of Sri Govindasamy, who are the architects of the strategies that have been authorized this project. Sri Govindasamy was a man of honesty. He took to trade in cotton and tobacco, which grew on the soil, and very soon made a name for himself by his integrity, business acumen, and insight. Fortunately, this solution prepared the family's operation practice. He was a man of family, and all through his life, he religiously followed the ethics and principles deeply rooted in India. Sri Govindasamy gave Coimbatore its store industry science. PSG Tech, PSG first textile mill in Pune. At a time when industrialists were reluctant to convert to electric power from their existing steam engines, the PSG brothers boldly came forward to purchase Paikara electric power for their newly started mill. In an age of almost primitive technology, it was the PSG family who ventured to mechanize agriculture in their farms and launched the first tractor at Jadavpur and installed engine-driven pumps for the wells in the farm. In those days, children had to travel by foot into the town for education. When locals felt the need for a school in the Pilamede region, the PSG family took the lead along with the people of the area. On June 4th, 1924, the Sarvajana school was started. For the PSG family, giving and serving was the way of life. And it was no surprise when the four PSG brothers took a historic decision to divide their wealth not into four, but into 5 equal parts, with the fifth willed to charity. Thus was born the people of the area. On June 4th, 1924, administrators led the truth. Sri Ganga Naidu, Mr. G.R. Govindaraju, Dr. G.R. Damodar, Mr. G. Baragaraj, Mr. G.R. Karthikeyan, Mr. V. Rajan, and Mr. G. Rangasamy. Today, the trust carries on its activities under the stewardship of Illegitimacy was the root of all evils. Realizing this, the four brothers made education the primary thrust area of the PSG and Sons charities. In 1947, the first private arts college was set up due to the relentless efforts of PSG Gangan. Dr. G.R. Damodar was the first principal of the PSG College of Arts and Science. The Trust's missionary zeal continued with unmatched commitment, and over the years, many more institutions of various disciplines were added to the Trust. The PSG group of institutions accommodate almost every branch of academic interest, from preschool to doctorate level programs, from paramedical to allied sciences, from arts and science to engineering, commerce and medicine. What is most remarkable is that the institutions always worked in relation to reality, producing and providing products and services needed for the industry and society. PSG institutions. PSG Sarvajana Higher Secondary School, 1924. PSG Industrial Institute, 1926. PSG Polytechnic, 1939. PSG Middle School, Vedapatti, 1941. PSG Primary School, Vedapatti, 1943. PSG College of Arts and Science, 1947. PSG College of Technology, 1951. PSG Rural Health Centers, Vedapatti, 1961. PSG and Sons Charities, Metallurgy and Foundry Division, 1974. PSG Rural Health Centers, Neelambur, 1985. PSG Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, 1985. PSG Industrial Training Center, 1986. PSG Hospitals, 1989. PSG Center for Sponsored Research and Consultancy, 1989. PSG and Sons Charities Textile Research and Training Center, 1989. PSG Center for Non-Formal and Continuing Education, 1989. PSG Urban Health Center, 1993. PSG College of Nursing, 1994. PSG Institute of Management, 1994. PSG Rural Health Centers, Vellalur, 1998. PSG Science and Technology Entrepreneurial Park, STEP, 1998. PSG College of Paramedical Sciences, 1999. PSG Center for Advertising and Communication, 2001. PSG College of Pharmacy, 2001. PSG Children's School, 2002. PSG Offshore Healthcare Management Services, 2003. PSG Institute of Advanced Studies, 2006. Through more than 80 years of its limitless persistence to reach out to people in love, PSG...
Nice to meet you. Yeah. I am from IIT Guwahati actually.
Okay.
So
good to meet you.
Good that you came.
Hello. Hello. Sir? Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Prabhuraj and HOD, they went nearby. They'll be coming soon.
Okay.
We welcome you.
Yes, we are on time, na? It's as per schedule. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There is no delay, I think, na? Yes. Okay.
They will join us, sir. They
will be joining soon.
Okay. Fine. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
great aim of education is not just knowledge, but also action. A very good morning to one and all present here. We deem it an honor to welcome our chief guest, all the dignitaries, faculty members, and the students to the 8th International and 29th All India Manufacturing Technology, Design and Research Conference on behalf of the Departments of Mechanical Engineering, PSG College of Technology, and PSG Institute Technology and Applied Research.
Education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to make the world a better place. May the blessing of God radiate through this day, be helpful in making this event a success and shine through all our hearts. I request all the dignitaries to light the lamp. Let us start with this day with a prayer song to seek the blessings of Almighty.
கருவாக்கி உருவாக்கி எனையாண்டு காத்தருளும் இறைவா நன்றி. எங்கும் நிறைந்தோனே எல்லையிலாதானே எங்கேயும் எப்போதும் என் குலம் காப்பவனே நெஞ்சம் துணிய துணையாய் வருவாய் நேர்மறை உணர்வுகள் பெருகிடச் செய்வாய் உடலில் உறுதியை பெரிதாய் தருவாய் உனையுணரும் அறிவை என்னுள் அருள்வாய் சுற்றமனைத்தும் காப்பவனே செய் தொழிலில் ஏற்றம் தருபவனே எடுத்த செயலில் வெற்றி கொடு என் ஆற்றல் பெருகிட அருளை கொடு.
Thank you, Gayatri.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. P.R. Taila, HOD, Department of Mechanical Engineering, PSG College of Technology, to welcome the dignitaries, guests, and the participants.
A very good morning to all the dignitaries and delegates who are present here with us on the dais and in person as well as in online mode. As the chairman of the conference, it is with immense pleasure that I welcome you all to the inaugural function of Aimtdr 2021. First and foremost, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the renowned chief guest of the inaugural function, Shri T.V. Narendran, CEO and MD of Tata Steel and President, Confederation of Indian Industry. In spite of his numerous official commitments, he has been benevolent to devote his time here with us today. A very warm welcome to you, sir, to this conference and the inaugural function in particular. A leader motivates all to translate vision into reality. Our heartfelt gratitude to our chief patron and managing trustee of PSG institutions, Shri L. Gopalakrishnan, whose vision for the growth of our institution has been our guiding light. A very warm welcome to you, sir. The patron of the conference and our principal in charge, Dr. K. Prakasan, has been a perpetual pillar of support for the conduct of the conference at PSG since its inception. A very warm welcome to you, sir, to this august gathering. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. P.V. Mohanram, patron of the conference and secretary, PSG Institute of Technology and Applied Research, whose motivation has been a phenomenal support during our journey in organizing the conference. Welcome, sir. A very warm welcome to the Principal, PSG Institute of Technology and Applied Research, Dr. G. Chandramohan. Welcome you, sir. It is with unbounded happiness that I welcome all the members of the National Advisory Committee of the Aimtdr Conference, Dr. U.S. Dikshit, Vice President of the National Advisory Committee, who is a professor at IIT Guwahati, has joined us online today, but for the substantial guidance received from the NAC members and Dr. Dikshit in particular, over the past 2 years, this conference would not have seen the light of the day today. A very warm welcome to you, sirs. A true measure of life is how well you have lived it. I am greatly honored to welcome our guest, Dr. N.K. Mehta, former professor, IIT-Roorkee. Welcome you, sir. And Shri P.J. Mohan Ram, Senior Advisor, IMTMA, to the conference. Welcome you, sir. Their contributions to the academia and industry have been monumental. We are very happy to have you with us, sir. A very hearty welcome to Shri Neeraj Sinha, Advisor Science and Technology, Niti Aayog. A very warm welcome to you, sir. A special welcome to Dr. Balasubramaniam, former Division Head, Precision Engineering Division, VARC. Welcome you, sir. I am pleased to welcome Mrs. P.J. Mohan Ram and Mrs. Balasubramaniam to this function. Welcome you. Dr. P. Radhakrishnan, formerly Principal of PSG College of Technology and presently Director of PSG Institute of Advanced Studies, is our guiding light and mentor for all our endeavors, including this conference. A very warm welcome to Dr. P. Radhakrishnan. I extend a special welcome to Dr. Rudramurthy, former Principal of PSG College of Technology and currently Director of PSG Center for Academic Research and Excellence, and Dr. V. Giriraj, Principal PSG College of Technology. Welcome you, sirs. It is my pleasure to welcome all the deans and heads of departments of PSG College of Technology. Welcome you all. I wish to thank all our sponsors, and I'm very happy to extend a very warm welcome to all of them. All of them would have joined us online. I'm delighted to welcome the members of the press, and I request them to give ample coverage of the event. A warm welcome to all the delegates from various educational institutions, research organizations, and industries spread across the country who have joined online. Welcome every one of you. A special welcome to my faculty colleagues from PSG College of Technology and PSG Institute of Technology and Applied Research, who have been working tirelessly but enthusiastically for the successful conduct of this conference. Welcome you all. I sincerely hope that all of us will benefit from the chief guest address and keynote and memorial lectures. I once again welcome each and every one of you for the conference. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm welcome. The All India Manufacturing Technology, Design and Research Conference is a prestigious conference that focuses on diverse fields of manufacturing. With immense pleasure, I welcome Dr. U.S. Dikshit, the Vice President of National Advisory Committee, AIMTDR, to educate us more about the All India Manufacturing Technology, Design and Research.
Respected Narendra, CEO and MD of Tata Steel, and who is patron of the conference, Dr. K. Prakashan, patron of the conference, Sri Vikram Mohan, who is the President of National Advisory Committee of this conference, respected NIT members, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, I welcome you all in this prestigious conference that is popularly known by AIMTDR. Now, this conference was in fact started in Jadavpur University in 1967. So that time its name was All India Machine Tool Design Research Conference but still the abbreviation is same, that is Aimtdr. Now, with changing times, okay, because those days, in fact, machine tool industry was involving lot of skills and engineering knowledge, and most of the other manufacturing activities were still like a craftsman type of skills. But gradually, the science and technology influenced various manufacturing sectors. Therefore, in 1994, it was decided that this conference will no longer be called by machine tool design, rather it will become All India Manufacturing Technology Design and Research Conference. So scope has widened, and now this conference welcomes the contributions from all spheres of manufacturing, be it mechanical manufacturing, be it electronics manufacturing, be it chemical manufacturing. We are open to everything that it comes under the domain of manufacturing. So now in 2006, we decided to make it international conference, but still keeping the All India character. So it is still the Aimtdr conference, which is main focus is to integrate the researchers and industry professionals in the area of manufacturing who are in India and contribute to the growth of the nation. But we have opened our windows, and so that we can get say some participants and invited speakers from international fraternity also. So in 2006 at IIT-Roorkee, it was decided that it will be called International as well as All India Conference. So now it has international character. And then one notable feature of this conference is like this, that this conference is managed by a National Advisory Committee. People are taken from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Northeast, all North India and South India. It is basically involvement of, and not only academia, but also from industry. Our NIT members, many of them are from industry. We try to include everyone working in the sphere of manufacturing. So this is a notable feature, but at the same time, it is not any society. Many times this thought was mooted that can we have it a society or something, but you know that it was rejected because we want to focus only on organizing a good quality conference, and that will be it is a biennial event. That means after every 2 years we will organize the conference. So it is one of the oldest and most popular. In fact, in the manufacturing sector, it is, I would say that it is the oldest and the most popular conference. And we put whenever that any organizing member gets a chance to host the conference, he or she has to prepare for 2 years to make it a grand success. And organize, anybody can write to NIT members to organize this conference. We are open. That it is not that any college, any industry, any institutions. In fact, the conference was held at CMTI Bangalore also many times. So it is not only that only academic institutions will host the conference. In fact, industries also will come, but the decision is taken in the NIT committee. And the NIT committee gives full freedom to organizers to organize and to give a flavor in their own way, except that there will be some guiding principles. So it is an optimum balance between the NIT committee and the organizing committee. Now we have in our NIT committee, we have very senior manufacturing experts and professors we don't have any concept of the retirement as long as a person is active and he is contributing to Aimtdr, giving the ideas, because even ideas are very important. It is important. It is true that only the ideas and only talking cannot do that. We have to be action oriented, but nevertheless, that ideas only bring to things into bodily shape. So that is why we have even senior professor, now professor like Amitabh Ghosh, Professor V. Radhakrishnan, Professor P. Radhakrishnan, even from industry side, Professor P.J. Mohan Ram. Everybody is the part of this thing, and at the same time, we have young NIT members also who are contributing to this one. And because we want to give that this message that the conference is not only an academic conference, its purpose is not only to be in the domain of academic. This one, it's not that we don't expect that only students should attend, but we want everyone. So as a symbolic one, we keep the NIT president from industry only. That is the convention. So although I am in from academia, but my designation is NIT Vice President. That is the highest designation in this NIT committee. What a person from academia can get. From industry, we make the president. So this time, our Honorable Vikram Mohan Ji is the president of the NIT. And at the same time, we give the lifetime achievements. Only few awards we give, one from academia, one from industry. And it is also a balance. It indicates that we give equal importance to academia and industry. Both have to come together in 1927. So this year, we are giving the best lifetime achievement award from academia to respected Professor N.K. Mehta ji, who spent several years at IIT Roorkee. In fact, that is the first engineering institute of India, University of Roorkee, which became IIT Roorkee, and we are delighted to honor and to give lifetime achievement award to him. And from industry side, I am pleased to announce the name of Sri P.J. Mohan Ram ji, who has done immense contribution to HMT and as well as to entire machine tool industry. So he will also be honored in this conference. And now, briefly, that I have to tell about that what is our plan and how we want to go ahead. We want to maintain the high standard of the conference, not compromising on the quality and providing a platform for everyone to express the idea. So in this case, here this year, in fact, I must congratulate the PSG group, two institutions together. They have come and they have made a great success. This has become, in fact, a historical event, because first time we are organizing this conference in the hybrid mode. Actually, the conference was supposed to be in 2020, but all the members were of the opinion that it should be in the physical mode so that we can interact, because the purpose is not only to listen to these speeches, but rather interact and join. Then only we can get benefit. But then, you know, pandemic situation has been really bad, and then finally we decided to go in the hybrid mode, and it is indeed really good that it is not totally online. It is still that a lot of people are present in the physical mode, and then we are taking the advantage of the technology, and we are also talking through video conferencing. So this is that much they have done, and in future also I think that our conferences will be in hybrid mode, but I wish and I expect that the percentage of the online mode will be reduced, maybe about 70% physical and 30% maybe online, depending on this one, because that's this one. And we have in this conference, organizers have arranged good speakers. Even after a long time, someone from even Russia has come to give. We want to, in fact, in the last conference, one speaker was from China. It is not, there are a lot of speakers from USA, UK, but we don't want to confine only to those countries. Language should not be barrier. So we want to have this one greater participant of the Asian countries, European countries, Germany, USSR, Russia, and this one USA. Everyone is welcome, and we got some. I think we got some contributory papers also, and review procedure was very rigorous because I was involved right from the beginning. Many times even my papers were critically reviewed, and almost all papers were accepted only after revision. Reviewers gave extensive comments. So this time I have seen the review is at par with the top class journals, and lot of papers also have come from industry. So this, we want to continue this trend. And so I would say, dear delegates, I would say that if you want to be part of this conference, if you want to host this conference, you are always welcome to contact the NIC, and you should try to contribute this thing. This should be the best form for manufacturing fraternity. I appeal to the industry persons also to actively come forward, because and suggest academia that in what direction we can do research so that it benefits the industry. So with these words, I wish all the success for this conference, and my gratitude to the chief guest of this function and other dignitaries for gracing the occasion and helping this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us about the prestigious conference.
It is great to get inspired, but it is noble to inspire others. One such person is Dr. P.V. Mohan Ram, patron of the conference and the secretary of PSG Institute of Technology and Applied Research. We call upon him to give us an insight on the All India Manufacturing Technology Design and Research Conference 2021.
Very respected dignitaries on the dais, revered dignitaries of the dais, and several renowned experts on the online. A very good morning to one and all. Let me also welcome all our faculty colleagues, senior personnel, members of the press, student friends, and ladies and gentlemen. Let me also join Dr. P.R. Taila in welcoming each and every one of you for this beautiful event, the 29th edition of Aimtdr conference. At the outset, I am also extremely happy and indebted to welcome our chief guest, Sri T.V. Narendran, who is there on the online. And of course, he is the CEO and MD of Tata Steel. On behalf of all of us, let me also extend a very, very warm welcome to the chief guest of today's function. Dr. Dikshit has already outlined the broad perspective of Aimtdr conference. Of course, as he pointed out, this conference is going in the hybrid mode, and we miss several veterans, luminaries of manufacturing field, and some of them are the prestigious National Advisory Committee members, including our own Professor P. Radhakrishnan and of course, Dr. Prasad Raju. As Professor Dikshit was pointing out, I would like to congratulate the heads of departments of mechanical engineering of both PSG Tech and PSG Tech for their sustained efforts for the past 1.5 years to organize this event, and I'm sure with the efforts it will be a grand success. Coming to the scope of this conference, I'm presenting a brief outline on behalf of the organizing committee. The theme of this conference is transformational changes in the field of manufacturing. So keeping this particular theme, of course, various events have been brought in. And for the information of our guests, PSG Tech had already organized Aimtdr conference in the earlier years, way back in 1976 and 1992. Of course, the last one was under the leadership of Professor P. Radhakrishnan, who was our main organizing secretary. The last edition of Aimtdr conference was held in Anna University in 2018. As Professor Dikshit had pointed out, the conference is held once in 2 years, and due to pandemic it got postponed to 2021 instead of 2020. And of course, this event is jointly hosted by both PSG Tech and PSG Tech. Well, as a part of the conference, yesterday a pre-conference workshop was organized in ITech, and 4 eminent speakers had delivered their rich experience. One was Dr. Balaji, C. Balaji from IIT Madras. He was talking about joy of research. Another talk by Dr. Shantakumar Mohan of IIT Palghat. He had highlighted the trends in rehabilitation robots. Dr. J. Ramkumar of IIT Kanpur elaborated about micro and nano manufacturing. Dr. Venkatrao of SVNIT Surat, he had talked about machining process parameter optimization using meta heuristics. As Professor Dikshit was indicating, this is an All India conference, international conference, though the name goes as All India. 6 keynote speakers across the globe are sharing their experience today and tomorrow during this conference. Dr. Pavel Petrov from Moscow University, Russia, is going to talk about metal forming. Dr. Prasad Erlagata of Queensland University, Australia, is going to talk about antiviral studies on nanostructured surfaces. Dr. Sharath of Auckland University, New Zealand, will be talking about material mechanics and electromagnetics. Dr. Vijay Srinivasan of National Institute of Standards, USA, will be talking about emerging biotech platforms during COVID-19. Dr. Tony Smits from University of Tennessee, USA, he will be talking about next generation milling. And the other keynote speaker, Dr. Anish Roy from Loughborough University, UK, will be talking about hybrid machining. As it was pointed out again, this conference has both industry and academia collaboration. So we have industry academia case studies presented in this conference. 2 case studies will be discussed. One will be by Shri Anil Kapoor, who is the HR Director and Director of Power of BHEL. And he will be talking or sharing his experiences on innovation and diversification, the spirit of BHEL. Similarly, PSG, of course, has developed epoxy concrete as an alternate material for machine tool structures, and PSG will be sharing its experience along with experts from Galaxy Machine Tools, BFW, CMTA, and others. We, of course, have a panel discussion as a part of the conference, and the theme is manufacturing in the current era of Industry 4.0. And of course, this session will be moderated by Senior Professor from IIT Madras, former Professor, Dr. M.S. Shanmugam. And we have industry experts like Dr. G. Ranganathan, Mr. Sivaganesh from FANUC, Mr. Ram Shekhar from CEO Maxbyte Technologies, and yet another expert from BFW will be joining. Coming to the different papers, we have received about 253 papers, and as it was indicated, all the papers were reviewed by at least 3 experts, and nearly 200 papers will be presented in the online mode. 5 parallel tracks have been planned for the paper presentation with eminent chairman and co-chairman from IITs, NITs and industry experts. Now these 5 tracks are grouped under modern manufacturing processes, additive manufacturing and metal joining, simulation and product design, forming, machining and automation, and finally micro and nano machining. All these papers that are presented will be converted into proceedings in 5 different volumes, and Springer is our publication partner, and of course selected papers will be published in Scopus indexed Springer volume. Apart from this paper presentation, we have 10 best paper awards, and that will be identified by experts in the online continuously. In addition, we have one award for the best women researcher, and that also will be identified by a panel of experts during this conference. Yet another important dimension of this conference is we have 2 memorial lectures. One is the memorial lecture by Amitabha Bhattacharyya, and this time the lecture will be presented by Dr. N. Ramesh Babu of IIT Madras, and the topic will be in the area of high precision cylindrical grinding machine, which he has developed extensively under a DST funded project. The second important memorial lecture will be Dr. S.M. Patil Memorial Lecture, and that will be presented by Dr. Balasubramaniam, formerly of BRC, and it will be in the